Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Nature's Galaxy. I'm your host and talkative friend, Luna. Thank you so much for stopping by and trusting me with your cards. Okay, look. Today was my day off. I was tired. I did not want to work. Actually, making videos isn't so much about working. I mean, to some extent. There's a lot of energy, whatever. Anyway. Your girl has been tired. I'm pretty sure you can still see it on my face, but I was just like, I gotta get up. I gotta do Scorpio's video. I've been doing everybody else's, but yeah, all I can say is sorry. And we move on. And we move on. Right? So, going to be shuffling the Art Nouveau, whatever. Not everything I say will resonate with you, but based off of faith, we'll go from here. First card out for Scorpio, Seven of Pentacles. Patience. Release tension in your shoulders. Release tension in your mind. Release tension in your jaw. Release the tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Deep breath. Next two cards we have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Chalices. Let me turn on this light, potentially to see even more. Bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Wands. That's your energy, or someone you could be dealing with. So Seven of Cups. Interesting. Meant to say Seven of Pentacles. So you could be in some indecision when it comes down to spending your money. Of course, I'm not saying you're going to be spending it irresponsibly, but there are questions that you have about what you're saving up to, what you're saving up for. Seven of Pentacles. Let's look into this. Awkward. Literally awkward. So, awkward, Seven of Pentacles. Let me also kind of dive into this star code astro. Something's telling me to dig into it a little bit. Okay. So, Seven of Pentacles. What's Seven of Pentacles for Scorpio? Seven of Pentacles for Scorpio. We have Cancer. Immerse. So needing to immerse yourself in finances, you could be attracting Cancers at this time, Aries at this time, or you have this in your chart. So awkward, you may just be in an awkward stage of your financial growth or your career growth. You might feel this even more so if you resonate a lot with Cancer energy, fourth house energy. Finding new reasons to smile and be emotional. So you're tossed in between the two. Again, you're financially responsible the majority of the time. And when I say the majority of the time, the majority of the time. So it's awkward for you at this point in time to say you need to do the responsible thing because it'll make you real emotional. It's, with the Cancer energy, you might be overwhelmed with a lot of emotions at this time, and then finding new reasons to smile. You want to put more energy forth into your dreams, your aspirations, what makes your soul spark here or there. So it's your own hesitation coming through here. Rest does not equal failure. Commit, communicate. Some of you want to travel. Some of you are trying to find your artistic spark again. Oh my goodness. That shit. For a second, I felt like I couldn't talk. Okay, you can see on this side, I'm a little emotional about it. Or you feel like you're around people who don't allow you to express your creativity, or maybe it's hard for you to get into contact with your creativity. Oh my gosh. Scorpio, it's gonna be okay. Scorpio, it's gonna be okay. Even if right now it's not. Detox, rethink. Whew. So especially with this communicate card, like it felt like I was choking something down. Whew. And choking down what actually makes you feel good for some of you. Goodness. Let me get a few more cards. You feel like you can't communicate with the Cancer at this time. New love of commitment, communication. So we have to earn money, promotion, and tips in reverse. So this, I feel, has more to do with your mindset, things that you haven't come into true understanding yet. So new love of earned money is coming through for some of you, but for some of you, it's on pause. You have other fish to fry. But it's coming. Remember to make sure your nails are looking good, your hair is looking good. For some of you, if you're going out for a job offer or offerings, or if you're putting yourself out there, make sure you're looking good. You know, you attract more when you put into yourself, Scorpio. You attract more when you put into yourself. And when you believe in yourself. Some of you have a hard time believing in yourself at this time. Goodness. Let's look into this Ace of Cups now. I'm not really resonating with this reading, which is fine, which means like a lot of other people, or a few other people need to hear this. So Ace of Chalices. Conjunction. So we have different conjunctions coming up in Pisces. So your creativity in terms of wanting to do more. And something about your 7th house here for some of you. Or your 2nd house. Pisces can be there. We got the North Node. So wherever Pisces is in your chart. Again, it could be in your 2nd house. It could be in your 7th or 2nd house. Blah. So we got a lot of S's, which means change. So relationships and resources are changing into new alliances. Control. You're trying to get away from somebody that's controlling. Because when I was like, obviously, like I'm in a safe area. All I could do is just like turn off the camera. But if you feel like you're not in an area where you feel safe, because there's almost like this panic here. And I don't know where this panic is coming from. It's like shooting like way up to my 3rd eye. It's shooting up to my head. For some of you, if you've been in arguments, like real deal arguments, it's time for you to take control over your life. Blocking some people out. Or planning a trip. Plan your next move. Travel. Or some people are coming in to help you. Some people are coming in with this new emotional cup for you. And for others of you, if this has something to do with business, you have more control over the situation than you think. Now, it's not so much about like shining over somebody else, but it does feel like you have to have this energy of like staying on the move, or there's going to be situations where you will feel more bogged down because you're going to feel more controlled, and you don't like that. High frequencies, fix your vibe. There's a lot of combinations here. Let's go ahead and jump into the Ace, the 7 of Cups. Lord, what's going on with this energy? I feel like I'm getting a headache now too doing it. I was fine. Like, of course, like I wanted to study. I wanted to make sure I was like a little bit more fresh before turning on the camera. But like this is, ooh, somebody needs to hear this. Pluto energy is at foot. So 7 of Cups, 7 of Chalices. Here we go again with the 11th house. So something in terms of community, you feel like you're being washed away to whatever capacity. We have Hearth, 32. Deep breath, Scorpio, deep breath. Opposition, confrontation. Yeah, there's been some arguments here, especially if you are a Scorpio rising. You don't have to be. I know, like, for me and other, like, Scorpio Venuses, like, our physical body has taken a hit in one way or another. It's coming back online. But, you know, aside from the vessel, I mean, if you're a sun, moon, rising, like, there is some exhaustion that's coming your way. But I also feel like it's geared towards the summertime. Like the more we reach into the summertime, you may find yourself in more confrontation. That's not for all of you, but the confrontation card is here, and it's going to be with different people in your community that you may or may not feel are insignificant to you. Again, may or may not, but this whole insignificant, like they could be projecting that from themselves and then putting it out on you. So just be aware of some of these arguments coming into the summertime. The hotter it gets, because even as I'm saying it, like I'm just getting hot. Like the hotter things get, you know, you have to make sure you stay cool toned. Clean your room and make sure you clean your room. There could be, especially if you have Sagittarius placements, you need to make sure like your area is clean, your area is up to shape. Otherwise, you're going to have more of these confrontations come up. So cleaning your space, cleaning your study. Some of you are hyped up because, you know, graduation's right around the corner for some of you. Or if you have children, graduation or their version of graduation is coming up right around the corner. There's a lot of back and forth between parents, between the school, between Lord, Chad. Lord. There's a lot going on. There's something about money here too. But it feels like, you know, the Scorpio is being drained. Or the Scorpio is waking up to these financial drains or their financial intakes. Like some of you already knew it because you've been on your own for a minute. But for others of you, you know, your want, Scorpio, is now kind of being entrenched in this 7 of Chalices energy. But you need to clean up around you. Like, if you're trying to get at some version of control around you, just start small. And I'm not saying, like, prolong this forever into some kind of weird illness. I'm not saying that. Or this need to always nitpick certain things. You don't have to develop that. Now, if you already have certain qualities where you're nitpicking certain things, not to say like it's under your control. What's popping into my mind is like OCD. And I'm not talking about, oh, I clean a lot, I have OCD. No, like you have been diagnosed. That's what's coming through for me. So it's just you needing to put your emotions first because you know it's not going to be understood later. Or you needing to put your fun first because you know money comes in right after, to whatever capacity that is. But also, again, it's just my eyes are being drawn back to this confrontation. It could happen in the home or in a family, or some family member has like a bone to pick with you. There could have been a fight in the home. Job. Soul work, shadow work. So you are your person, you are the people, or the people you're living with, or just different people in your community. You see them going through the shadow work. But you don't see a lot of people going through the soul work, you know, things to revitalize their soul. And I think that's what's bringing you down. And so just be aware of this coming up. Like, there's different puzzle pieces around you that are saying take care of yourself, but also, you know, put an eye out there for your loved ones. So we have spirit world and sexual wisdom. So some of you, this is kind of reading like codependency. Like, the spirit world is calling you out for any type of codependent behavior. This is for the Scorpios that need to hear it, okay? This is not for every ear. This is not for every Scorpio to relate with to everything I'm saying, you know? It's not to say that these people don't love you when you're in this codependent energy, but it's going to be like really hard for you to like get up and do what you have to do, because the procrastination, like, you are creating more of a deeper hole between you and your spiritual world, or you and this wisdom that you should be having around home, around even talking to your ancestors, talking to your need for cleanliness, like cleansing the soul to some degree. Oh, I hope I'm making sense. Like, there's a lot that's kind of like shooting my way. Pray that there are lessons learned. Oh, excuse me. Pray that there are lessons learned. Ooh, I'm getting hot. I'm about to go. You're going too fast, Scorpio. And, you know, I have noticed that about Scorpios. It's just not in a bad way, but for you guys, it's just like, let me learn a little bit, or the people around you are just like, let me give you like a little bit of knowledge here or there. And then all of a sudden, it's just your energy goes off into the races. Your energy is ready to like bring things back to life. And that is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with this naivete, but to some degree, like, you're going too fast. You have to slow down. You need to figure out what's going on with this motor. Like, are you pushing the gas too much? Is somebody else pushing the gas too much? And where can you mitigate some of this stuff? Because this is going to be a lot all at once. Like, that Cancer energy is going to tell you a lot anyway. If you have Cancer in your chart, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to navigate all of this. But what I am saying is that if you're not used to this Cancer-like energy, it's almost like post-Mars retrograde in Cancer for a lot of you. It's going to be a little difficult, because all of the things that you should have done while Mars was in Cancer was, you know, accepting like certain, like you as a water sign, you accepting certain things, crying over certain things, like purging different things that may have been painful, and you may have been looking at other people. But now it's, again, post. Now it's your turn, because you put that energy off. Cancer energy, it's gonna get you one way or another. Hey, look, to each Cancer placement their own, okay? I am not in this. Vitality. Fight for your vitality. You are safe. It's gonna be okay. It's going to be okay. Bliss, be open to love. Be open to love. Manifesting bliss into your life more. It's a slow yes. Remember to drink your water. Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. This is like a lot of energy that's being like pushed on me. So like, let this digest. Come back to this reading if you need, but I'll talk to y'all later.